Well, hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about the 23rd through the 29th of November. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I also have this beautiful guiding card that we talked about in the overview video also, and it is the King of Wands. You have a collection of male energy folks around you who are very grounded and very stable, very smart and innovative, and they're people that get you, understand you, and appreciate you for all that you bring to the table because you're very similar to them. And they are your posse. They are the people that you go to and that you love to exchange ideas with, and shucking and jawing and a little bit of joking around too. These are your people, and I want you to stay in touch with them. I want them to be a part of your thing that you're dealing with all this month. We want you to be able to refer back to them and keep them close, all right? They are going to be important for you this month, all right? A little extra outside visuals to help you stay aware of where you're at and what's going on. So now then, I have a couple of messages for all 12 signs from my guides. And my guides are talking to all of us about how we need to stay on point and on track and busy this month, all right? So what we're doing is we're keeping busy, we're doing everything that's in front of us, we're doing our usual routines and all the other tasks in front of us so we can check them off the list, okay? We need to stay task-oriented because if we don't keep going and doing what we need to do, things will get lost. Especially we get lost in the periphery of all the other things that are going on around us that could distract us. Yeah, there's a lot going on that could be very distracting. And pay attention to that and respond accordingly, but at the same time, get your tasks done, okay? Cool. The other message I have for you is that keeping your people and your bonds stronger and nurturing those bonds is going to be really important with your relationships too, okay? So we're going to talk to all our friends who are close by, we're going to talk to all our friends who are far away, we're going to talk to our family that's far away and close by. All of these people we're nurturing and understanding who they are, and then we're building like a tapestry of people who get us, who understand us, who will be a touchstone for us when we feel like we're off track or things are a little weird and we want to double check and verify who we are because maybe we kind of forget ourselves. That happens. So when we do this, we check in with ourselves, with other people who are in our posse or our grouping, we will reconnect to ourselves and feel better. Okay, cool. All right, back to center, they say, right? So nice. Let's go ahead and look at the cards, all right? So we have the 3 cards from the overview video, right, for this particular week, the 23rd through the 29th. I'm going to go ahead and use the Morgan-Greer tarot deck and get you a mystery card that we will look at the end of the reading that will help clarify or offer new insights towards what's going on for the week. And what do we have for Capricorn for this week? Ooh, this is the one. All right, so we're going to put that right there. Let Woody keep an eye on it. Very nice. I appreciate you all for helping name the turtle. That was very great. Let's go ahead and look at these 3 cards. All right, so we're going to add more information from the Illuminated Tarot, the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot. Ta-da-ta-da. There's a lot to the name. But yes, it will help explain things and add more detail, right? So that's what we're doing. So let's look at what's going on. We have the Ace of Cups showing that you are getting the gift of love. This could be new information about somebody in your life who's getting pregnant or has gotten pregnant. This will be really happy news, okay? Whatever it is, it's really happy news. You could also be adopting a new pet. This could be new relationships, a brand new relationship coming your way where you're going to feel fresh and new and special and sparkly because you are stepping into something that isn't the same old thing as always. It might be something different for you, and it would be super cool to see you experimenting and having a good time again in this area because maybe you have taken a break from relationships. Some of my Capricorns will have taken a break. Others will be clarifying and moving forward in new ways, and so it'll be super fun and interesting. All right, cool. So new relationship potential, but also happiness and joy. Pure happiness and joy coming your way. Nice. The Judgment card is here to say you're going to be making good decisions right now, so remember that you need to make good decisions, and don't decide right off the cuff, okay? Take a minute, look at the pros and the cons, and then make decisions, okay? You can do things very smartly, okay? Ooh, the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is, of course, your inspiration. We had an inspiration last week, and it's you're continuing to work on your inspiration this week, which I think is wonderful. This is absolutely fabulous. This could also have something to do with the new relationship or the new baby or something like this. You're feeling inspired on ways and means to do good things for other people without it having to be weird or difficult or financially taxing for you, maybe. But you're going to do your part your way. Okay? Cool. So let's talk about what's going on, about what's blocking you. So, yeah, other people may not agree with your idea about how you want to do it, so keep that in mind. And also think about whether or not your idea is something they really need. And if they don't really need what you're inspired to do, maybe that's why they're not on board with it. So you may be saying, oh, I want to build you a crib from scratch. And they're like, but we already have a crib. So they're like, okay, they're trying to steer you in the right direction, and that's why they're not on board. So look at the reasons why they're not on board before you throw the whole conversation out. You want to find a way to fill a need without it being something that they already have, okay? Now we have the Queen of Swords, who's also going to stand in the way. This is somebody who thinks she's the boss, and or is the boss. She's very particular about how she likes things done, and she's not going to want anything a little half-ass or late or unnecessary. So she's going to be very particular about every little detail. So she's going to probably want to be the one who tells you exactly what to do. She should just give you the parameters and then walk away. But see if you can get her to do that. You can ask her, what are the parameters that you need this to be in? You know, what's the size of the door so that I make sure that whatever I make them comes through the door? Maybe they need a rocking chair or something. I don't know. Whatever it is, you're going to find yourself wanting to work through this and get to a place, but it's right now you're getting a lot of roadblocks as to what you want to do. So maybe your inspiration is heartfelt, but not necessarily practical in the moment. So you want to think about that. And there's Page of Cups also blocked. Information about something you care about is blocked. So apparently no one's wanting to talk to you about what they really do want or what they really do need. They're just sort of letting you flounder around out there in the dark. They have a lot of opinions, but they're not sharing any information. That's a shame. So they're not really communicating back to you what you need so that you can make good decisions and be more useful in the moment. If they would only share the information. All right, so you're blocked from some of the information you need. This person's kind of bossy, but you might be able to get the information you need there. Look for it. You might have to ask for it. And see what you can work out, all right? Because I know you want to be of service. This card here is talking about how the world is your solution. You're going to be being able to plot and plan an idea. This could be you're completing a project and then starting something new. So maybe you finish maybe you'll finish off the crib you made from scratch and sell it on eBay or sell it online. And then presto changeo, you work on something else they wanted instead. So you will begin something new at this time that will work for you and will work for the project. I like that. There is an emotionally based male energy person in the mix who's going to be very down to earth in the moment, and he's going to be able to help you with information and stuff like that. He's going to bring news and influence that will say, yeah, no, this is great, or you know, you might want to try da 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 da, or don't forget to put a cup holder in that rocker, you know, because in today's day and age, everything's got a cup holder on it, and if you're just going to make a rocker, that's cool, but it's not as unique and wonderful as if it had a cup holder, right? So, you know, you're going to be innovating and creating, and this person will help you see those moments and think, wow, that's kind of cool. All right, I could do that. So you're going to have some opportunities there. This card here is talking about how there will be something in the mix that you'll want to let go of so you can move forward, okay? This might be physical stuff you want to let go of. It might be a way of thinking, a relationship, or even a job, okay? So it might be your way of thinking about this whole scene is changed or needs to change so that you can better assist with the situation. It doesn't have to be about a baby, okay? This could be about a relationship, and then still using good judgment in getting into the relationship, new ideas about how you want the relationship to go. Excellent, right. Not a lot of support for the concept, right? Nobody wants to, everyone's like, nope, don't like that. Somebody else wants to be in charge of this deal, and not, this could be your new mate who's saying, I want to be in charge of what's going on in this relationship, and you're going to just do what I tell you. And you're like, interesting. That's going to block my joy. And of course, no new information on what to do instead. So you're like, bad information, no information, what are we doing? So are you starting or are you finishing? It's up to you, right? You're having an opportunity to make that decision. You will talk it through with your buddy and your pal. Like, should I or shouldn't I? What's going on with this craziness? And they might point out your pros and your cons and your benefits and your awesomeness, or maybe things you need to work on. And then the Death card could show up in this situation with a relationship, talking about how you're going to let something go. It might be some old pattern that you've had that isn't going to work in a new relationship at all. Or it might be that you decide that you're really not interested or ready for a new relationship and you let this person go. So you have options, you have possibilities about how this could work and resonate for you, but it's always there's lots of opportunities here, Capricorn, for you to grow and change through this process, all right? Let's go ahead and get you a Path of the Soul card. What is going on with the Path of the Soul? All right. So what do we have here for Capricorn for the final week of November? This one. All right. Set those aside. Ooh, fun. All right. Yes. I feel you're being stretched. I'm feeling you're being pulled in different directions and you're not necessarily comfortable with it. Whether or not you go with the growth or you fight the growth, you have a choice. There's always a choice for you, Capricorn. But whatever this is, you're being pulled in different directions and it doesn't feel very good for you right now. You're making a face. But it doesn't mean it's wrong or bad. It just means that you're not comfortable with it yet. And so it's new. Whenever anything is new, we have a weird reaction, right? We might crinkle our nose the first time we try a new kind of lemonade, but we find out by the end of the cup that we kind of liked it. That was all right. So it's funny. When we make the face, it doesn't mean it's wrong or bad. It just means we're having a discomfort in the newness of things. So I want you to think it through. Make a decision about what you want and what you need, and find a way to glide through the process, because there's opportunities for you to take flight and to be able to move through in a stealthy fashion and just really make whatever you need happen in this moment, okay? You can find your joy in this mix. So you can circumnavigate it, but do be aware there will be growing pains and that you'll find your way, all right? I like that. All right, I'm going to let that card sit right there. Now then, let's go ahead and see what Woody's got going on over there with the mystery card, huh? Ha-ha, 8 of Cups. The Eight of Cups is talking about how it's going to be important for you to release somebody that you've been hanging on to for a little while. Somebody that, you know, they don't do what they say they're going to do. They aren't helping out in any way, shape, or form. Maybe they're using you instead of being a part of your world and integrating and doing things to be of service. You're going to want to release that person completely so that you can have a good boundary with them and they know when they can be around, when they can't be around, etc., 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 so that you will be freer. Okay? So you will release somebody at this time. This could be somebody you've known for a while or somebody new. But it will be something that will be definitive for you, and you'll know that you want to let them go. Okay? Interesting. You need a pocket full of rocks. Okay? All right. So we have a goldstone, we have a serpentine, and we have a ruby. Oh, very nice. So let's talk about goldstone. Goldstone is a second chakra stone, and it's about being physically active and working and making things on the earth plane. We are creating things that our higher heart wanted, so we are working on creating our dreams on earth. Okay? Physical activity is required, and it's pretty cool. I like it. Serpentine is here. It's a third chakra stone, so it's talking about your feelings, your emotions, and your memories again, but we're healing them in a nice, buttery, soft, gentle way. So there's other things that are coming along that are making you feel things and realize maybe what you cared about most or what you care about most in a new way. And it's starting to release a hard grasp you might have on some thought or some theory or some idea. And when it's healed, you just don't need to hang on to it anymore. You're like, oh, I get it. It's a butterfly. I love butterflies, and if I hang on to them too tightly, they don't fly anymore. So I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let the butterfly go, and I'm going to feel that thing that is the joy of watching it go, right? When we love something enough to let it go, it grows, and it's beautiful. It's not bad. You'll feel the feeling sometimes, but when you release whatever it is that you love so much, it can fly, it can grow, it can become what it's supposed to be, and you can observe it from a distance and appreciate the beauty of that thing. And then it heals something inside of you when you finally see it becoming what you've always wanted to see it become, or what you know it can become, or maybe you'll be surprised about what it becomes. But the release is required. The healing takes place when you release it, okay? So that's really sweet, and I like that very much. Ruby. Ruby is talking about a fourth chakra stone. It's your heart stone. It's about pure, unadulterated self-love. It is about, it's like parental love. That's the unconditional, intense love that I can't possibly love you anymore. You can be, do, say, whatever the heck you want or need to do. It won't matter if you throw rocks at me. I will still love you. That's that kind of love. So you are in a position now to embrace that beautiful love, even as you're maybe releasing. Maybe you're letting your kid go and become what they need to become. And in fact, having that little glow up and watching your unconditional love grow stronger, more intense, and more beautiful. So it's remarkable and lovely, and I really love that. It's quite beautiful. All right, so nice. It's got a little lump in my throat there. That's beautiful stuff. All right, very nice, Capricorn. My goodness, your inspiration is you coming together in a beautiful way to let something grow and let something become what it's going to become, and to love it unconditionally, no matter what that is. So beautiful. I love this. This is so much so awesome. I really am impressed by what's changed. Awesome. All right, so Capricorn, if you want to comment below and let me know all about what you think about those rocks and what you're carrying instead, cool. Let me know what you think about the reading. Tell me what's going on in your life. I would love to hear your story. It would really help me know that I'm doing the right things and that we're connecting. All right. But if you don't, if you want to like, share, and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. It helps my little channel grow. We're very close to the big 1,000. Whoop whoop. Right. And you could be a part of that. That would be great. If you wanted to check the description box below, which is if you go to the name of this video, and then down in the lower right hand corner there's a little more button. Hit that button and presto, you're down into it. There's a whole page of good stuff that'll open up for you, and I'll show you all the decks that I'm using so that you can get them on Etsy or Amazon and have them in your hot little hands. You can also find my schedule so that you can come out to see me at a Renaissance fair and have an in-person reading, which would be fun for both of us, I think. The other thing you'll find is a way to have phone readings with me. If you decide that you need a reading and you need information from me, I'm available to you over the phone. So wherever you are in the country or on the planet, I am available to you. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the one and the all of you so much. I am looking forward to seeing you guys next month or next week. Next week will be December. Holy cow, right? Excellent. We'll see you then. Thank you.